Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, beautiful light warriors, old souls, and evolving beings. I hope you are doing well and managing through all the crazy day to day information that comes in. And I want to talk today about why comparing yourself to someone else or another person's situation is nothing short of self sabotage. And to be honest, it just needs to stop for your own well being. We have been so programmed in society that we do this automatically all day long, all night long, even in our dreams. And then we start again the next day. We are 24/7. Compare yourself to others. What are others doing? How did they achieve success? How did they make so much money? How did they become gurus? How did they become light warriors? What is it that they have that I don't have? All of this comparison has to go away because you are actually a divine being. You are connected to Source, and Source did not make you, nor does it want you to be anything other than the perfect, unique, crazy, twisted, some days perfectly imperfect being. You are here to learn lessons, to grow, to hold light, to seek truth, to finally bring knowledge to this planet, to let go of extremes, whether they're negative or positive, and find compassionate neutrality. And then the best part is once you have found more of the balance, going with the flow, going within, and really, really connecting with true source being, universe, whatever you call it, what happens is you get to start to co create with every higher being out there because they want what you have, because you have a physical body to explore and be. Now, many higher beings have chosen not to come into the physical, and that's why they're staying in the spiritual, because they have a much different view than we do. Neither is better or worse. We are each here for a very specific reason. It does not matter that you don't know what it is yet. It simply does not matter. So stop being hard on yourself. Stop telling yourself, "Oh my goodness, that person can do telepathy. That that person is connected to so many different star systems. They know they're a Palladian or a Sirian or Orion, or they know they've been through the Orion Wars. They know they're super soldiers. Look at everything they know that I don't know." Don't do that to yourself. You are there to be love to you, to connect with Source, to raise your vibration, so that then we can all vibrate in a higher collective way to bring in beautiful new experiences, removing what no longer works, getting rid of the programming. If you are still falling for the celebrities or the musicians that made it or the red carpet events or the magazines of who's who and what they're doing and who's with whom, you are falling for pure illusion. The individuals are not who you think they are. They are not married the way you think they are. They are not the body parts that you think they are. They are not the humans you think they are. They are not having those children you think they're having. You are being lied to from every single angle. And you still look at that TV commercial or that ad and go, wow, I want to look like that person. That person is so gorgeous. All of those comparisons are doing one thing. They're telling you, beautiful human, you are not enough. You're not good enough. You don't look good enough. You don't walk well enough. You don't play well enough. You don't have this skill. You don't have that telekinesis. You don't have that telepathy. And all you're doing is sabotaging yourself with negativity. Because even if you're not saying it out loud, without giving self-love, you are cutting off a huge portion of the beauty of being able to be a vibrational being who operates with higher density beings. Higher density beings love individuals who are comfortable in themselves, always willing to grow, always want to find more truths, are willing to laugh at ourselves because we mess up. Oh my goodness, do we mess up? And when you mess up 100 times, a million times a day, don't worry about it. Tell the universe, ha ha ha, I love myself. I am so perfectly imperfect. Can you believe I just fell into that trap again? That's love. That's loving yourself. And then you connect up with Source and you turn around to Source and say, okay, Source, I want to co-create with you. In my co-creation, I am certainly letting go of some of these things. And boy, am I bringing in abundance for all, love for all, compassion for all, light for all. We no longer need the old systems. So if you're playing in the old systems and constantly pushing out your opinion as if you know something more than someone else, purposely to feed your ego, you are falling into the category that you don't think you're good enough. And the fact is we are all good enough. We are all perfect the way we are, even as we're growing and messing up. You can't compare, nor do you want to. Perhaps I went through the Orion Wars. Perhaps I remember my Pleiadian background. Perhaps I have telekinesis. Perhaps I have this healing abilities. Those were worked very hard on. And you may just be working on your intuition right at this moment. But you know what? If you're just starting to work on your intuition at this moment, that's fantastic. Because then you lived a life up until this point of practical things you needed to do and experience. And you're giving Source that benefit. And a lot of the things that we do when you come to a 3D reality and live in duality are things that hurt ourselves. But when we compare ourselves, it is so slick. It sneaks in so quickly, but is such a manipulator, such a lie. It's what I talked about when we separate out cultures, colors, races, all of those things. Many of them were manipulated to be used against us. And the only way that we can rise up is to start loving ourselves so much that we can laugh at our imperfections. We can look in the mirror and go, wow, I chose you. Okay. I'm not exactly sure how come I'm not 6 feet tall with long blonde hair all the way down to my feet and can eat anything I want. I don't know why. But I chose you. Ooh, beautiful body. I'm going to work with you. And you know what? Your beautiful body will start doing what it is that you need it to do. And you'll be like, well, now I understand why I am who I am. And you will start to love it. But you won't love it if you're looking at the advertisements or if you think the celebrities are who they pretend to be. You won't find it in repeating the same information over and over and continuing to wait for events to happen. You will find it by going within, finding such love for yourself that the only thing you can possibly exude to the outside world is your love for each and every other person who's here, knowing we were picked. We were picked to come down to this planet. Millions, maybe billions, did not get this opportunity. So while you're upset or complaining about how hard it is, and boy, oh boy, do I feel it too. So my heart goes out to everyone who's struggling. But we came down, and not only were we chosen to come down to do this, we will get to see the final conclusion, which is unimaginably wonderful. And we will get the feeling and the knowing that we made it through, and we are collectively placed in all these odd locations around the planet, which is why you may find yourself one day going, wow, I'm not exactly sure how I ended up in this state or this place or this room or wherever you may be. But you were divinely placed there. You ended up there because Earth needed your energy in that exact location. You are that powerful. You are that incredible. So start to claim it. Start to pay attention to when you are comparing yourself and where you think you should be at this point in your life. Throw all of that away. It's a whole new start. Start thinking about all the things that will fill your heart up and make you want to enjoy every second of this crazy, wild journey. You're worth it. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful, exciting day. Love you.